in the way you're talking
A lot
about.
of people say, yes, you say you're being pragmatic, but then if you're not, for how long is this commitment going to last? Is it just for the 2015 elections? As soon as it's over, you may go your separate ways if you're not content with our political party. Is that what your party is saying?
That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, whatever issue arises, we would rather resolve it internally. We would rather resolve it democratically, and that's why this process has been open and transparent.
How strong is the word they've given you? How binding is the word that the undertaking they've signed?
I'm reasonably convinced that these are men of honor, men of integrity, and they wouldn't sign a document that they would not honor. So the answer to your question is very much.
Well, this is the primaries, and you said, well, as soon as a candidate emerges, definitely you move straight on to your big campaign. We've always wanted to find out from politicians like yourself what money means in our politics. How do you get to source for funds when you say you're going into a big campaign towards 2015 elections? Because we've heard names of some people being mentioned as people who bankroll some of these political parties in the country, your party inclusive. How do you hope to get finance to help you drive home your point when you get into actual campaign?
Well, we have members in the All Progressives Congress, and those members are committed to supporting the party. There is also, without a doubt, men and women of means who believe in our party and want to support our process of getting into office. I can't go into any comprehensive detail about how that works, because it's something that you have to take as it comes. You can just, pray that you would sufficiently convince those who really have the means to support the process to want to put their money behind our work. That's the challenge we have. That's the duty we owe those who support sub-ventures. But I also think it's important to say that money is important, but money is not really the most fundamental issue here. It's just that it helps to oil the wheel of the work that we have to do, especially when you're facing a behemoth like the challenger we're going to be facing in this next election.
For those who don't, for those who don't know you, they don't know the other part of you, which is someone who's been an observer of elections across the world. You have actually studied the process. Don't you think, being a member of the APC, you should also be thinking of having the culture of having people to raise funds, irrespective of for whether it's 1 kobo, 1 naira, whatever you can do, so that we can start, cleansing the system and bring back some of these things you have seen in other parts of the world?
You just heard me say that we have members in our party who contribute to the growth and development of the party, and that can be from 1 naira to whatever figure you want to mention. So you are right, and I think we would not build an organic party until the members take ownership of the party. And the best way for members to take ownership of any institution is by contributing in a manner that they can hold the institution accountable to them, not to depend on some big brother or godfather or bankroller, as you put it, who dictates the terms on his own whims and caprices. That would not make for a good political party.
Would you reprimand any of your members who goes around attempting to buy votes or attempting to bankroll the party?
Would we reprimand them? We clearly are a values-driven party, and we've been clear about what it is that drives our politics. However, in politics, either here or in any other part of the world, there are support mechanisms that clearly help you to get people to listen to you. And it takes various forms.
Including I'll pay you if you vote for me?
I don't think it would be that blatant on our side. We know that on the other side, it may be that blatant.
It will be subtle.
Well, we may offer you assistance. We are more of a communitarian, social safety net based progressive political party,
So
and those kinds of things we would do.
What you're taking is you're taking it outside the realm of the political party, in the sense that you're talking about when you eventually get on the field. But within the party, in the process of the primaries itself, what you find is that people say that, you know, the delegates are usually induced, sometimes just before they drop their votes, as to, you know, who to vote for. I don't know, Nyota, if I'm getting it right, but I think that this is more about the primaries. Would you reprimand members found to be given money to delegate within your political party?
I would, but I haven't seen that. I must confess that in this particular process that has just been on, I think people have conducted themselves with the highest level of decorum and decency. I am not suggesting that there aren't people who would have been assisted to move from one point to Lagos, for example. But, you know, even if I went running for an office, even if many of them went running for office, they will still do that anyway. They will still assist somebody to get from Warri to Lagos if it would ease his contribution to the democratic process.
It would ease his or her decision to vote for you.
Well, you know, we can nitpick about these things.
Okay.
I think, I mean, you go to brown bag, even in these so-called democracies that we celebrate around the world, there are things that happen.